Chapter 9.
There stood, frozen in time, this beautiful store. There stood, frozen in time, the life. The light of the shop had gone, but her name was still on the sign. The toys stood, unable to move. To move, the toys were unable. And in the mayor's house on a little green hill, his prize doll was placed on the table.
I really can't believe my fortunate shopping today. But sadly, it seems, my dear little tatty doll, you were not meant to be on that shelf. I can quite understand that the shopkeeper wouldn't want to sell you. You are a bit battered and frayed. Or why my Ruby would want you. Oh well, you can't understand children's choices at Christmas. If it had been me, I would have chose that funny tin soldier, robust materials and fine beiging, and no washing, which is more to the point. You see, my fine ballet doll will be kept for the birthday in autumn.
He almost sung to himself as he placed Ballet Doll under the table, leaning against the table leg.
So I will pop here and go and grab wrapping paper and scissors and paper and tape. Oh, Christmas holly and mistletoe, I forgot the wrapping paper,
he exclaimed as he remembered what he had not bought.
Oh well, out to the shops I go. It's nearly closing time. They may have the mince pies on sale. Never can have too many of them. Oh, I'm sure I could fit some more in somewhere,
he said as he popped his jacket on once more and made a beeline for the front door, grabbing a mince pie on the way and stuffing it into his mouth.
The two again were to meet, again had met the two. They were not close and were not friends, but this was nothing new.
As the mayor left, Rosie stretched and twirled. Her dreams had at last come true.
I made it! I'm about to be a loved and cherished toy for a little girl. I can't believe it. I'm about to be held and hugged and slipped into a bed with a little girl and carried round to parties and days out in the air. And the smell of fresh grass with tea parties on the lawn and ballet doll. But I...
It's always about you, isn't it, Rosie? You as a name on the toy shop, the loved and treasured one of our maker, and you still long for what you want. You have it all, the fame, the children wanting to come and see you. All the toys on the shelf love you, and yet you have come here to steal my place under the tree in the stocking of the little girl, and now I am to be returned as an outcast, an unwanted toy at Christmas, a duplicate gift, and you, well, Rosie, you get what you want. You get your dream.
Ballet Doll looked on. She looked pale and sullen and hard as she refused to look into the eyes of Rosie, who had knelt down in front of her under the table.
Ballet Doll, I didn't.
Oh, don't try and tell me you knew nothing of this. You planned it all along. How you got the shopkeeper to sell you, I do not know. But all I can say is you are smarter than I thought. Ah, Rosie, the clever one I never thought you were, but clearly I underestimated your innocent smile and good nature.
Please, Ballet Doll, let me explain.
Explain? Rosie, what could you say to cover your plotted plan?
It wasn't a plan. It was a mistake. The shopkeeper turned the lights out for the last time. I wanted to know what it felt like to be you. I was on your shelf just for a little while. I just wanted to see...
To see what? Couldn't you be content with the fame you had in the window?
Please listen to me. Ballet Doll, I was on your shelf imagining what it would be like to be you. The cleaners came in as they normally do at night. I had to throw myself onto the floor. She thought I'd fallen off the shelf and found me. She picked me up and then tagged me.
Oui, but even if that were to be true, you would never have got the shopkeeper to sell you.
No, that's just it. He didn't. The sun came up and the shopkeeper replacement came. I didn't know. The shopkeeper must have been sick. I couldn't move, and that is how...
That is how you are here, taking my place on Christmas morning. taking my dreams and making me die inside.
No, I don't want you to die inside. I don't want your dreams to be lost. I love all my friends.
Your friend? I can't say we have ever been friends, Rosie, can you? I do not think that any of you like me, let alone are my friends. None of you care to do anything that is nice or loving towards me.
But Ballet Doll, everyone deserves to be loved and accepted, regardless of their ways. Things they say or do, their attitude to others. Something the shopkeeper taught me was forgiveness.
Forgiveness? Even if you could forgive me, I could never forgive you for what you have plotted and done. I could never become your friend, Rosie with the perfect life. You are far too good for me to ever be like you. You share love and grace and forgiveness to all around you. I love me and live for me.
Ballet Doll felt betrayed. Betrayed, Ballet Doll felt. Rosie's mind raced a million thoughts as on the floor she knelt. She thought of all her hopes and dreams, of her dreams and hopes, she thought. Her fears and dreams all rolled into one, the sobs and tears, she thought.
Is it not enough that you have the front window for all to see you? Why do you need to steal my place?
Steal your place?
You know full well I shall now be packed away or returned in preference to you. You shall be given as the desired and wanted toys this Christmas. You shall be the one held and loved and taken to tea parties. You have your heart's desire, Rosie. Be happy, little Raggedy Doll with woolen hair. Be happy.
Thank you for listening to this audio theatre presentation. Did you know that audio theatre is a listener-supported platform? That's right, because of the kindness of other people, you were able to listen to this story today. Will you help someone else hear it too? By donating at our website at www.manortheatrecompany.uk/audio theatre. Thank you and see you next time.